We are talking about factoring and box and X method. We still want to do the process that we normally would, where we start with looking for a greatest common factor. If we can factor something out, then that will help us deal with some smaller numbers. Then step two, we want to make the a value positive. So if we have it in the quadratic form, ax squared plus bx plus c, then we want to make sure that the a, or the coefficient on the x squared term, is positive. Once we have those things all done, we can look and try to do the sum and product, which is basically guess and check to see if we can figure it out from there. If we cannot figure it out from there, then we have to do the box and X method. Or, well, there's multiple methods to do it. I'll show you one way where we have the box and X method. So you make a box and an X, and then based off of the quadratic form, there's a few spaces that we fill out. We can see on here that there are 4 empty spaces in the box, and there are 4 empty spaces in the X. And these 3 terms over here are going to fill up 3 boxes, or three of those areas. So the ax squared term and the c term, those are going to go in the top left-hand corner. So that's going to be ax squared. And then the c term is going to go in the bottom right-hand corner. So those are just going to automatically go there. And then the bx, make sure we're including the signs with all these. The bx is going to go in the bottom space on the x. Now from the rest of these spaces we have to fill out based off of some calculations. So a squared and c squared, those are going to go together in the top by multiplication. So the ax squared, that's going to go in this top box multiplied by c. So these 2 terms right here, they're going to be joined by multiply. And that will give us that top. So now we have 4 of the boxes filled out just by following the procedure. And now we have to figure the rest out. So if this is an m and this is n, we have to figure out what these 2 values are, m and n, but they have to multiply together to get this top space. And then they have to add together to get this number in the bottom. And once we figure out what those values are, then it doesn't matter where they go, but m and m fill these last 2 spaces. Doesn't matter if m's down here or up there, wherever it goes. And then from there, we can use our algebra tile method, and we can come up with what the binomials need to be that will multiply together. And we'll take a look at that in a few examples.